Middle Tennessee this year has experienced 2 teen suicides, both in rural counties. 14-year-old Philip Parker, only in the 8th grade, committed suicide. A few months later, Jacob Rogers committed suicide before finishing his senior year. I hadn't known much about Jacob until I met his friend Caleb Fitzhugh.
I had to leave Cheatham myself to save my own life. Just wish Jacob could have made it out alive too. He felt as if, things weren't going to change and his life, wasn't going to get any better and, didn't have enough money for college and no family and he had enough. Everyone talked about him, made fun of him. He'd answer a question in class and he'd be called, made fun of because of his sexuality.
What kind of names did they call him?
A fag, useless, and stuff like that. Last time I saw him was at the Cheatham homecoming game for football, and he was trying to sell scarves that he was making by hand. And told me he'd see me later. I was planning to go see him. Then that weekend, the 7th, got the news. And I could not go back there even if I had to. I couldn't go back, not seeing him in the hallways and hearing, hey girl, hey, every morning. And, his happy self. Well, the kids were acting better and less talking about people for a few days, then it all started up again. In the school system, they're not taking it serious enough. They don't understand that it has to come to a stop. We went to the office together multiple times because they didn't believe him.
Why do you think they would take out discrimination?
I'm not sure. But it was the worst decision they ever made, taking it out. Cheatham lacks the policy. And they don't understand, being serious and words do hurt people.
Yeah.
And they affect people's lives. Well, down here, if you're accepted the way you are, whether you're gay or your race and whatever, you're accepted. You're not judged. And down here, it's okay to be gay. Up there, it was like a forbidden sin. If you were gay, you were disliked for being yourself. It's not your fault and you're born that way. It's not something you choose. My mom thought of him as her own son, looked out for him and cared for him. The support I was getting from my family wasn't given to him by his family. His father disowned him and, was like, I will not have a gay son. Well, people need to, they need to understand that words do hurt. And they can cause tragedies like this. And they can change people. They don't think it was their fault and why he did it. They say that he was a coward and that was his decision. It was, but it wasn't going to stop. Because the school system wouldn't do anything. They didn't understand it. They're just like, it'll get better, it'll get better. And he was down there every day. I'd go with him, his other friends would, and they just didn't take it serious enough. And it has to come to a stop. And we're going to fight the whole way, and we're going to make it stop. We're gonna fight for it, and they're gonna put it in the school board policy like it used to be until they removed it. He was like, I don't want to go back to school because everyone ignores me. They talk about me. They talk down to me. They make fun of me. I hate school. And he loved learning, and he dropped out around Thanksgiving break, and he couldn't go back. He was so hurt and depressed, but he didn't express it, and we had no idea. He kept it to himself, and outside, everyone thought he was happy and okay, but he wasn't. He wanted his senior year to be better, but he wasn't. It was worse. He committed suicide December 7th after leaving a note and posting on his Facebook that he loved us all and he was very sorry and that was him signing off and goodbye. And told his mother happy 37th birthday and I'll miss you. But, we didn't realize it. We thought it was a typo. The worst day of my life was when I got the text telling me that he was dead. I never imagined having to see my best friend in a casket. I feel lost. Words do hurt. Whether, you realize it or not, they do hurt and they do affect people.
From McGavick High School and the PBS NewsHour Student Reporting Labs, I'm Chelsea Weeks.